Good afternoon, everyone. I bring you greetings from the Student Success Center here at Aiken Technical College. I am one of your student success coaches, Crystal Edwards.
And I am the other one, Jeff Bale. And today we're going to talk about time management, some time management techniques. One of the most common issues that students will go and have with their classes, they'll say they just don't have enough time to study, they don't have time to go and complete their daily activities. So today we're going to talk about some methods and techniques to help you out to make sure you're successful not only in your class but also in life.
We are looking, like we mentioned in the other video, we take a holistic approach to student learning. So we're not only interested in how well you do academically, but also how well you do in your personal life, how well you balance that. Time is something that we cannot change. We can only manage it. So today we're going to talk about how to manage our time and why that's important.
Yeah, and the first thing you got to think of this way is that there are 24 hours in a day, there are 7 days in a week. So with that time, you just kind of figure out what are you doing for all those 24 hours. Many time management techniques will talk about the idea of 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Whereas realistically, if you're up at 2 a.m. playing a video game, binge watching Netflix, that's part of your time. If you're going to go and sleep your day away because you were up all night, you've got to factor in everything in a 24-hour sense. So with that being said, the big thing that you want to do is actually go and have some type of organizational method where you're actually calculating every hour of every day each week.
Yeah, and you may find that difficult to do, but actually when you find a method, it's fairly easy to do. Let's just say, for an example, for those who like a written schedule like I do, I have a planner, and each week I plan out my time. So let's just say, for an example, on a Sunday afternoon when I am relaxed, in my calm state, I usually write out what I'm going to do for the remainder of the week, Monday through Thursday or Monday through Saturday. So I'm writing down my academic goals, my fitness goals, my personal goals, and any other goals that I want to complete within that time. I'm also giving myself some free time to enjoy Netflix or to enjoy reading or going out with my family. So implementing that personal time is also important as well, because we're going to do it anyway. So why not implement our time and manage it very well?
Yeah, and with that being said, obviously, there is more of the idea of the personal planners, but for more of the digital age aspect, there is various calendars. Outlook, Google, all have calendars pretty much where you can kind of go and just set where you're going to be doing certain days. So let's go from an academic example. Let's go say you have a test on a Friday. Have that reminder where, every day that week before, hey, study for an hour. You're going to block out that half-hour time to go and look over your notes, go and, read the textbook, go and, just review the material. So you kind of have to go and, you can use that digital applications there to actually go and set a schedule for you. Now, obviously there's things for academic purposes, but also for life purposes in general as well. Because with life purposes, yes, you need to know when you have that doctor's appointment. You need to know when you're going to go and, pretty much, time you're going to go and hang out with friends. You need to know the time that you're going to be going and, your job schedule. And that includes the idea of not just, the 8 to 4 hours that you may have, but also the time, traveling to and from the job, getting ready for the job. The time you're dropping your kids off the daycare if that's, your situation. So you kind of have to think of all those factors when you're managing your time, and a digital application like Outlook, like Google, is going to be very beneficial and help you out to be a little more successful and help you manage and organize your time.
Yeah, time management is something that will help you be a better student, but also it would help you be a better employee. So when you do get hired by someone, if you have strong time management skills, that's going to count for a lot within the workplace. So keep that in mind when you are scheduling your academic obligations as well as your personal obligations, that this is something that is setting you up to have a better future, because time it's going to be here. It will be here and it'll continue to change. But the way we manage it will determine our outcome.
That's true. And the thing is, you also got to think this way. There are many students here at ATC who they may work full-time. They might be taking a couple classes, sometimes maybe doing full-time student load as well as full-time work. So it's the idea of juggling all that that's going on. That's not including other various life things, such as the idea of going to church each week, family obligations, spending time with your kids, spending time with others. So there's various things that you're going to be doing that you need to kind of schedule out and plan each week.
Definitely so. And you want to, with time management, the people that love you and that are around you, involved in your time, you want to let them know what you're doing. Therefore, they can support you with your goals. So like for an example, I have a great relationship with my mom, so most of the time she knows and understands my schedule. So therefore, when we are planning, she knows that, oh, I forgot you told me on Thursday you have this going on, so then we can't do it on this day. So therefore, you're not only holding yourself accountable, but your circle will know that, okay, we're going to hold her accountable for this time. So it's very important to do that too. Let your circle know that this is what I'm doing with my time. I would like to include you in that during this time. Yeah.
And that's one of the other benefits of the idea of a digital app, because then you can they can also have their email linked up to that as well, so they know what you're doing. So if they're like, hey, what is this person doing Thursday night? They can pull up their phone or whatever and pretty much go and see, hey, they're studying, they're preparing for a test the next day. So it kind of takes away that awkwardness as well, where someone's committing you to something that unfortunately you can't do at the time.
That's good. That's a very good point. So just one, organizing your time, because as we alluded to earlier in the video, we cannot change it, we can only manage it. Second is decide which goals have priority. So if you know that, let's just say in English class, it takes approximately 2 hours a week in order to be academically advanced in that class, then dedicate the 2 hours towards English. If you are a nursing student, some of our nursing students will study 8 hours, 10 hours a day. They put that in so that they have very strong time management skills, and they're allotting that time in order to be successful in the program. So depending on what type of classes you have, you want to align your time according to what it would take to be successful in that particular class.
Yeah, and the thing is, the rule of thumb is pretty much for every hour that you're in the classroom, you're basically supposed to be doing about 2 hours studying. So let's go say you're taking a 3-credit course. That means the idea of those 3 credits you're spending in the classroom. But you also need to be spending 6 hours each week on average, studying, reading the textbook, completing assignments, getting everything else that you need for that class. Now, with most of our classes this semester being moved online, you got to think that's still 9 hours total each week that you need to be spending on your class. So you might be thinking, you know what, I'm online, I don't have to go and deal with the lectures and all. No, that's not true. You got to go and watch those video lectures. You got to go and read the textbook and actually spend that time a week. So if you're taking, say, 4 courses that are 12 credits, for example, in that case you need to be spending 36 hours a week on your classes. That's how much you have to manage it out. So when you're creating your schedule and actually making your time, go and actually block out the amount of time that you need each week.
Yeah, and hold yourself accountable. That's if that's something that I have struggled with. Self-discipline. If we can inflict self-discipline upon ourselves, then our time can be managed much more efficiently. So it's important that we have self-discipline. These things can be done, we can do them, but we have to manage our time in order to be successful students and optimize our learning experience. That's what we're here for, to help you optimize your learning experience. And without time management, there's no way that we can help you do that.
Yeah. And the thing is too, I would say time management also goes into personal obligations as well. And the idea of things that you have to do. Most of you, every week you have to go to the grocery store. In some cases there's somebody who may go every day because you're not making, say, a list, you're not keeping up with meal planning, those types of things.
That's something that I need to put that into my schedule.
And because of that, it's one of those things where you're spending all that extra time traveling to the grocery store,
Absolutely.
Multiple times a week. Whereas if you go and you make a list and pretty much, say, okay, this is what I need for the week, I'm going to meal plan. You can kind of go and just go that one time, go one day on the weekend or whatever, or Tuesday night or whatnot, and end up pretty much going, getting everything done, and spend maybe an hour grocery shopping a week instead of going and spending 6 hours a week doing it.
Yeah, Me? Something I need to work on. We're all working
Yes,
on
we're all a work in progress. It's
We're
okay.
all a work in progress. That's right. But we are here as your coaches to support you and aid you and help you hone those skills in order to be successful students.
Yes, we're pretty much here from 8 to 4, Monday through Thursday in the Student Success Center. You also can reach us online. Like I said, our services, we offer the idea of coaching, we offer tutoring, counseling, disabilities, career services, and by some chance, if you're having internet issues, the idea of a lack of computer, please feel free to go. We have plenty of computers in here that you can use to study so you can be successful in your course.
Yes, you can reach us via phone at 803. Yes, we still have phones in the world. There's phones still in the world.
2020.
In 2020.
2020 hasn't taken away. I know.
That's
Okay.
right. It's not taking away our phone, not a home phone, but an office phone. Yes. But our number is 803-508-7484. That is my number. And the Student Success Center's number is 803-508-7482. You can reach us by email at success@atc.edu.
And my phone number is 803-508-7467. And we thank you so much for watching today. Please keep tuning in. We'll be doing more videos throughout the semester.
All right. Bye. See you next week.